Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another WWE Reddit video. This is the flu edition of the show where I am incredibly sick, as you can tell because I look like dog crap and by the fact that I have an entire pharmacy's worth of cold medicine around me. This is, of course, a series where you can submit your photos, videos, memes, questions, or anything related to the world of professional wrestling over on the Santi's Av Videos Reddit page. So if you'd like to be featured in next week's WWE Reddit video, make sure that you check out the Reddit page. There is a link for you directly in the description. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, ring the bell for notifications. If you're a wrestling fan, I'm really confident that you're going to fall in love with this YouTube channel because we always upload daily wrestling content. And don't forget, if you're looking for more than just daily wrestling content, come over to the Patreon, patreon.com/Santi'sApp. Over there, you're going to get so much more extra content that we can never upload here on YouTube, like match watch-alongs, the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, and more. Go check it out. Link in the description, as well as a link in the pinned comment. Let's start the video. I'm lost for words. Listen, I can't really blame you for not having words to describe what we just witnessed, because what we just witnessed is arguably the singular most important moment in the history of the WWE. John Cena, the Superman, the ultimate good guy, hustle, loyalty, respect, all of that being thrown out the window in front of our very own eyes in this road to WrestleMania in 2025. I have no idea what a heel John Cena in this era looks like. There are so many unknowns, which is why we don't really have words to explain any of this. Here's the thing, I'm just in. Whatever John Cena does at this point, there's nothing that this man can do to get me to boo him. So to me, this is my GOAT, whether he goes to the good side or the dark side. This is just an era where John Cena fans, we get a rejuvenated shot of adrenaline into our souls as we get to watch a brand new version of our hero go down a brand new path. And honestly, I cannot wait to see what it looks like. All I just sincerely hope is that he has his come to Jesus moment and ends his career as a good guy. I feel like it would be wrong for him to finish completely as a part of the dark side. John Cena to the next Make-A-Wish kid. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of these. FTK is what I've been seeing. Fuck them kids. This is probably my favorite meme out of all of them that I've seen. The Break-A-Wish in the background. Be lazy, disloyalty, disrespect. Holding a Make-A-Wish kid say give up. Good God, man. The internet did not take long to jump on the memes. John Cena at his next Make-A-Wish. For those that don't know, this is Anakin Skywalker, who recently turned to the dark side and goes in to execute Order 66 and kill all of the Jedi children. And yeah, I guess this is about as close as it gets. There are a lot of Star Wars references with what's going on with Cody Rhodes being the Luke Skywalker. If you add Randy Orton as a mentor to Cody Rhodes and as somebody opposed to John Cena in this situation, he could be the Han Solo. The Rock is obviously Emperor Palpatine. So there are a lot of similarities between what's going on in WWE right now and the whole John Cena heel turn. This exceeds the Hogan WCW heel turn in my opinion. What do y'all think? I do think that to a degree there's some recency bias, and I've made this argument before where I think the Hulk Hogan heel turn shifted wrestling more, mostly because wrestling could be shifted by a singular man back in the day. Nowadays, there's no single heel turn or babyface turn that can fundamentally change wrestling. Nowadays, the only thing that can change wrestling are fundamental changes to the bedrock of the business, like AEW starting up, TKO buying WWE, Vince McMahon getting ousted, the Netflix deal. But back then, heel turns could change the bedrock of wrestling. What I will say is the John Cena heel turn, with the fact that you have John Cena, one of the most beloved characters in the history of the WWE, who's also one of the most famous people on the planet now, with The Rock, the most famous person on the planet, with Travis Scott, an incredibly well-known artist, all taking out the biggest babyface in the WWE today. To me, this is a bigger cultural shift than the Hulk Hogan heel turn. That's how I would break it down. What? Bro, what is this road to WrestleMania? It is so unpredictable. First, we have Randy Orton returning, Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble seemingly out of nowhere. We have the John Cena heel turn, and now Iyo Sky winning the Women's World Championship in a match that I told everyone that you could mortgage your home and take out the biggest loan imaginable and put it all on Rhea Ripley. Good God. Look, I'm a little bit torn on this. Obviously, like, I love Iyo Sky. She is my favorite, but this is, I guess, on paper going to rob us of the dream match, which is Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. I presume with how the match went, with the fact that there could have been a disqualification that could have helped Rhea Ripley, I presume that we're going to be getting a triple threat with Rhea Ripley going into the match as the heel. But so cool to see Iyo Sky get her moment. So cool that she's likely going to be going into WrestleMania once again as the champion. And it's so cool that she's going to be getting a marquee matchup with the likes of Bianca and likely Rhea Ripley as well. The crazy shit that happened at the end, don't let it make you forget what happened to this guy. Oh, don't worry. I haven't forgotten that we still have Drew McIntyre losing via roll-up every opportunity that he gets. Listen, I don't get what's going on. I know that there is the narrative that he gets too cocky and he starts trash talking and then he gets rolled up. There was none of that in the Chamber match. He literally just got rolled up. He hit the Claymore on John Cena and then got instantly rolled up. I don't know what the message is here with this roll up with Drew McIntyre. It's bad booking. And I know, especially with everything that's going on, everybody's saying, let Papa H cook. But what's going on here, this dish that's being cooked, I don't like how it's smelling so far. Bro is finally on Netflix. That's kind of cool, honestly, because I uploaded my full reaction of the John Cena heel turn to Instagram, and they like literally went through the whole thing and cropped up the part where I turned my face to show my reaction. I think that WWE is so cool for featuring myself and other reactors across the world. I think it just shows that WWE understands the social media impact that me and other creators can have if they just allow us to post our reactions for the world to see. And it's clearly working, I guess. Oh my God, Tony, put him out, put him out, put him out.
Jesus.
Dude, he can, oh my God. Oh, beautiful. Look at this. Yes.
Twice.
Oh, okay, that was gnarly. That, folks, was a sneak peek of this week's Wrestling is Cool Match Club, available exclusively on patreon.com/SantiZap. This week, we're looking at Penta versus Vampiro in a crazy Lucha Underground death match. Jeff Hardy versus Matt Hardy in the ultimate deletion in TNA. A genuinely perfect match between Mayu Iwatani and Syuri in Stardom in 2024. Trish Stratus versus Becky Lynch at Payback 2023 in a steel cage match. And Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank 2016, including that Dean Ambrose cash-in. You're going to be getting this, plus the Raw reviews, the SmackDown reviews, the currently ongoing Royal Rumble watch-alongs, the currently ongoing Undertaker WrestleMania match watch-alongs, and more. All of this is content that we can never upload here to YouTube because it would just get blocked because of copyright constraints. So I do encourage you to come try the Patreon out at least for 1 month, because you're going to get so much more extra content, more content than I actually upload here on the YouTube page. So just come try it out for 1 month. Patreon.com/SantiZap, link in the description, link in the pinned comment. Let's get you back to the video. Just why? What is Santi doing, bro? Look, listen, I wasn't going to miss this opportunity to make a jackass out of myself, all right? The opportunity was there, and you think that I wasn't going to take it? You think that I wasn't going to be the one doing cero miedos and emoting left, right, and center like Jacob Fatu? Of course I'm going to. What's funny is that you can tell out of all the people that are there, I'm just like not a rich person. There were actual rich people behaving like they should, and here I am just like, hey, just freaking emoting left, right, and center. Listen, man, I'm there to be a wrestling fan. If it makes me goofy to be one, hey, so be it. Cody, call this man. Listen, if we don't get Stone Cold Steve Austin in this cycle of the WrestleMania craziness, I feel like that would just be such a disservice. I already think it was a disservice that he refused to do it because the money wasn't good enough. Come on, bro. Just, you got to do it for the moment. You got to do it for the legacy making moment that you could have been a part of. What? I don't know what prevented him from doing it. Like, were they really that far apart in money? It is what it is. I just hope that Stone Cold Steve Austin can find it in his heart to make himself available for whatever program we've got going into WrestleMania 41. What a heel turn. Was this a heel turn? What if it's a babyface attacking another heel? What if the heel is actually Naomi in this situation? Is this a heel turn? I don't know. Like, she got attacked, and if she thinks it's Naomi, then to me it's justified, and that makes her not a heel. We'll see. We'll find out more probably on Friday. Saw it on X, and I wanted to happen once in a lifetime. Okay, I won't lie. This would legitimately be insane, and this would be a cool callback to everything that happened at Bad Blood as well, and would actually make a nice little full circle moment of why The Rock interrupted that match in the first place, or the end of that match, the celebration. This would be sick. This would be so much bigger than the Survivor Series 2011 time that The Rock and Cena teamed up, which, by the way, that was advertised as one time and one time only and never again. So if they do it again, they just lied to us back in 14 years ago. Don't think I wouldn't forget that. After the New Day and John Cena heel turn, I realized that nobody could ever be a babyface forever. I think that this is more one of those situations where if you stick around long enough in wrestling, you can be there to see yourself become the villain, you know, the famous Dark Knight line. I feel like it works with John Cena and the New Day because so many of the fans that these guys cultivated throughout the years are now adults or teenagers. They're not mostly just children because that market is pretty much much cornered entirely by Cody Rhodes nowadays. So now is the perfect time for Cena, who's about to call it a career, to finally show us this dark side. But I do think that to a degree, you're right. This means that everyone and anyone is fair game to turn heel. How the last shot before the show ended was like. Look, I know that there's a lot of annoyed wrestling fans about the fact that Travis Scott was involved. Look, in the moment, Travis Scott being involved is pretty cool. It does really add to the cultural impact that this moment had. I will say people will regret Travis Scott being part of this moment 20, 30, 40 years from now when this moment is being replayed, because this is one of those heritage moments that will be replayed forever. And look, I'm a huge rap fan, huge rap fan. Rappers come and go like that. They disappear. They get forgotten at most after like 15 years. Travis Scott, I feel, will be one of those as well, as big a fan as I am of his music. This motherfucker. Okay, so I was at the SmackDown where this happened, and yeah, I basically had the exact same reaction. This motherfucker. Listen, he is just so goddamn good at his job. It's so annoying how good he is at this. Huge news. When do you guys think that he debuts? Report AEW releases Rey Fenix. Look, I think that this is great news, not just for Rey Fenix, and I guess probably WWE, who will most likely snatch up Rey Fenix, but I think that this is just good news for the wrestling world as a whole. I like the fact that AEW is no longer holding tight to these talent simply because they don't want them to go to WWE. They're not like holding these guys, quote unquote, contract hostage, guys that and gals that don't want to contribute to your company. You might as well just start the practice of letting them go and release them. Like, why pay them if they don't want to contribute or see the vision of your product? That to me is what I think that AEW and Tony Khan is finally starting to realize, and I think that that's good for AEW and good for the wrestling business in general. But when do I see Rey Fenix? I mean, I could see him as early as maybe the Raw after WrestleMania. That could be an option. I think the big question is, does he immediately team up with Penta? Because Penta's doing such a great job in the singles division that it'd be, I don't know, a little bit of a disservice to halt his progress like that. Which was better? Okay, so the Elimination Chamber unsanctioned match or the Royal Rumble ladder match? Listen, I'm going to go with unsanctioned. These are my 1-2 favorite matches of the entire year, though. And it's crazy that Kevin Owens is part of both of these matches. He is just so incredible. I'm going to go with the unsanctioned match, though. Jake Paul versus Santi Zap of Mania. Book it now. Ah, yes, good old Jake Paul calling me a fanboy. What timeline do I live in where I'm now, as a wrestling fan, just having online interactions with Jake freaking Paul, a guy that drew like 60 million people for his fight against Mike Tyson? Dude, what a bizarre timeline this is. Is Iyo a transitional champion? Okay, if you're willing to consider Iyo a transitional champion because you think she's going to lose at WrestleMania, then what do you consider Rhea Ripley, who held the title for less than 60 days, won it at Raw Netflix debut, and has already lost it technically less than 2 months into her title reign? If you're willing to consider Rhea Ripley a transitional champion, and if Iyo Sky losing at WrestleMania makes her a transitional champion, then so be it. I hope that this isn't the case, but I do kind of see the writing on the wall. I do see her losing at WrestleMania, but I don't know that that necessarily makes her a transitional champion per se.
Hell yeah, John! Hell yeah! No one can change my mind about you!
Oh yeah. When Homelander kills that guy.
Yeah!
I'm going to stop him for copyright, but that's so true. Like I said, man, there's nothing Cena can do to make me change my mind about him. Let Papa H fucking cook. Okay, you guys know that I've always hated this saying, but like even to a degree, I have to start acknowledging this. It just kind of feels like Triple H just sort of waits to start finishing up his dishes on this road to WrestleMania. But let's not ignore the fact that many of the things that he's been cooking up resulted in bad TV for a really long time. I love the fact that the end results have been really good. That is true, but we should expect all of it to be good. I don't want people to be okay with mediocrity in the weekly shows simply because the end thing is good. We should expect all of it to be good. We should be very demanding of that, in my opinion. Should he bring back the Doctor of Thugonomics? I'm going to emphatically say no. I want to see something brand new. Doctor of Thugonomics worked because it was a moment in time in the early 2000s with the rise of Eminem, with the rise of hip-hop culture in the 2000s, the rise of rap battling, but that's not the world that we live in anymore. We need something brand new. And it's the fact that it's this brand new landscape for John Cena that makes it so intriguing, because I don't know what we're going to be getting. I hope it's not the Doctor of Thugonomics. Who will win? It's crazy that both of the matches that these guys have had will not be on any PLE, that they've both been on Monday Night Raws. This is crazy though. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk steel cage match, Madison Square Garden. I presume it's going to be a no contest and that Roman Reigns will get involved and set up a triple threat match between these three guys. Drake at Elimination Elimination Chamber. Sees Alexa Bliss in pigtails. Finds out she's 33. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay. This is crazy, but it was definitely just an accident. Oh yeah, the news that Travis Scott injured Cody Rhodes, gave him a busted eardrum and a black eye. Dude, they're saying that this busted eardrum could keep Cody Rhodes out for like 2 months. I don't think that that's going to be the case. I'm sure Cody Rhodes will fight tooth and nail to make sure that he's able to be part of this WrestleMania program. But that sucks, dude. Why did they let Travis Scott, somebody who is not trained in this, lay such a bitch slap on the face of your company? You know, this guy's not trained in throwing those punches and throwing those kinds of haymakers and slaps, and look what happened. Surprise celeb in front of Santi. Bro, I'm behind Drake.
Say, Drake, I hear you like...
Dude, okay, I did forget to mention that Santino was in my section. Santino is jacked. He is a beefy fella. Do you think that we'll see the Wyatt Six go after Cena? I mean, it'd be kind of a cool callback, but I don't see it. I mean, the Wyatt Six are so far beneath John Cena when it comes to the pecking order that it wouldn't feel right. I'm going to say no. R-Truth being R-Truth. Brandy Rhodes, John Cena sucks. Ron Killings. We can't just jump to conclusions. Hey, my man R-Truth, somebody check on him. This man's about to crash out. Biggest John Cena fan after me, of course. We finally know what this meant. Do we think that that's the case? How's the loyalty respect? A lot of people think that it's the addition of 3 people to this faction, because The Rock, or maybe 3 people that are going to get taken out by The Rock, because when The Rock did the throat cutting gesture, he did a 2 instead of a 3. So we'll see. Y'all agree? Elimination Chamber greater than, than the Royal Rumble. It's not even close. Elimination Chamber far and away exceeds Royal Rumble. This is why we love pro wrestling. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh man, that hurts to see. That hurts to see. But hey, is what it is. It's what's best for business. The MVP of Elimination Chamber. Bro, she was incredibly good. She was the MVP. All of the nastiest bumps, all the coolest spots. She was the workhorse of the Women's Elimination Chamber, which is something that we've been able to say for the past 3 Women's Elimination Chambers. One of these days, Liv Morgan's gonna need to win one of these. Wrestlers, if they had beards. Well, that just looks like Edge. If I'm not mincing words, that just looks like Edge. That's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. I could actually mess with that. I like that. Don't like that. Don't like that. I kind of like that. That's just wrong and heinous. Ew, no, I don't like that. Yeah, so we're seeing so many wrestling fans becoming detectives, trying to go back and find all of these Easter eggs, but I think it's just all confirmation bias, right? Now that you know what the end result is, if you find a piece of evidence that could lead back to the thing that you already know happened, it's literally just confirmation bias. Like, I don't think that WWE planned this far out ahead during the Mama Rhodes segment with the beatdown in the rain with John Cena's truck in the background. I don't see that. What an unbelievable finish. My lord. Also, this kick from Rhea Ripley was insane.
Up off the top rope, lands on her feet. Rhea.
That's, you know what? Well freaking played. I did not see that one coming. God damn it. The accuracy. Hey, look, at least John Cena is still in on the memes. He tweeted out a picture of GTA 6. Of course, John Cena turning heel before GTA 6. The Squid Game Season 1 versus Season 2 headshot. Cena's still the GOAT, man. I don't care what anybody says. He can't do anything bad as far as I'm concerned. All right, folks, we'll leave it there. This was my flu game. I feel like ass. I'm going to go lie down and pass out probably for the next couple days. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Goodbye. Get out of here.